Hi there. I recently came across a video by Bollywood actress Alia Bhatt where she shares her morning skincare routine. It was quite a good video, and in this video today, I wanted to share 5 of her most useful and important tips. So let's get started. The first one was about using a tool to massage your face. In the morning, especially the region around your under the eyes, it gets puffed up. It mainly gets puffed up because of water accumulation or lymph accumulation. So massaging your face in the morning helps relieve that puffiness and it makes it all even. So that's quite a useful tip. The second thing that she talks about is caffeine, using a caffeine eye cream or caffeine product under the eyes. So that is again very helpful. Some of the puffiness under the eyes is because of inflammation due to engorged blood vessels. Now you see the skin under your eyes is very thin. So if there's anything even slightly abnormal happening in the blood vessels underneath the skin, it gets very visible to the naked eye. Now, caffeine is a vasoconstrictor. What that means is it actually constricts the blood vessels. It makes the blood vessels narrow. It does this by thickening the walls of the blood vessels. So when there is any kind of puffiness, if there's more blood flow growing through the blood vessels in the under the eye region, even if it's slightly more than normal, it gets very visible to the naked eye. So when you apply a caffeine product in there, because it's a vasoconstrictor, it kind of goes and narrows these blood vessels, and once the blood vessels become narrow, the amount of blood flowing through it reduces, and that reduces the puffiness. So caffeine is quite effective in reducing the inflammation under the eyes that's caused due to increased blood flow due to some reason. It could be a slight bruise, or it could be some kind of an allergy, or it could any kind of engorged blood vessels that's happening under the eye that can be controlled using a caffeine product. So that's number 2, a very useful tip. Number 3, she says niacinamide. Niacinamide is a wonderful ingredient. Now what niacinamide does, usually when it's quite powerful when you apply a niacinamide serum, because there the concentration of niacinamide is very high. So what niacinamide does is it helps in increasing the supply of ceramides. Now what ceramides do is the cells in our skin, they arrange like bricks, and all these cells are held together by lots of lipids and fatty acids and everything. One of the key component of these things that hold these cells together is ceramide. Now if the quality of all the mortar or whatever the lipids and the fatty oils is not strong, is not good quality or good quantity, then the cells just become loose and they just fall and the skin starts to sag. So you want this material that's holding these cells together to be strong, and one of the key components of this material is ceramide, and niacinamide boosts the production of ceramide. So it's really powerful ingredient. So that's number 3. Number 4 tip which she mentions, which Alia Bhatt mentions, which I quite loved, is whenever you apply any kind of skincare product on your face, there's always some leftover, right? Just use them on your hands and neck. Of course, you've got to use a separate hand cream and always take care of your neck and all that, but we tend to ignore these 2 regions. So whenever there's any good products that we apply on the face, whatever the product, there's always some leftover. Apply that, just spread it. Don't even have to dip again. Just take whatever is left, just rub it on your hands, rub it, and then rub it on the neck. So that's a very useful tip. And here's my most favorite tip, tip number 5, sunscreen. She says sunscreen is important, and then she goes on to say, even if you're indoors, do apply that sunscreen, because you come near the windows, the UV rays can penetrate through there and it can age your skin. Actually, if you forget all the other tips, all the other things, Just remember this, sunscreen. Sunscreen is the most important thing that you can do for your skin, because without that, the sun's UV rays will age your skin prematurely. Even if you do all the other things, even if you apply the best ingredients on your face, if you don't apply sunscreen, your face will age prematurely. So those were the 5 most useful tips. It was a wonderful video, and I quite loved these 5 tips, and I thought I'll share them here on this video. Bye for now. I'll see you in the next video. At skincabin.com, we make skincare easy.